right. Hey gang, how you doing? Brian the Boss Man here with our good friend and customer Tony Huttenstine and his awesome Kenworth W9. How you doing, man?
Just happy to be here. Things are going all right.
Yeah, you know, we don't have bright sunshine, but that's kind of a blessing. Good day for filming nonetheless.
Cuts down on the sweat.
Yeah.
Makes it nice.
Saves us $1 on sunscreen today.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, thanks for swinging in through Joplin. I know you're kind of in Joplin from time to time since you're leased on to our good man Kyle here and the gang over at Fleenor. You know, they're just up the road a bit, but it's always fun to get together, and especially when we can showcase all your hard work, thought, design, and your vision for what you had years ago for the Kenworth you're going to show us today. So tell us a little bit about yourself, like just like growing up and stuff. What made you get behind the wheel and become an owner-operator? Was it something that ran in the family, or are you the first one that...
No. My dad, my brothers, family, friends, it all just kind of slowly progressed. Whenever I first got out of high school, I never envisioned going to be a truck driver. I kind of always wanted to be a teacher. And I started working for a local company in Springfield, Missouri, actually, Meeks Lumber, and running utility trucks, short trucks, kind of progressed. My dad and brother were both working for BTI in Des Moines with Clay Snyder.
Remember the trucks.
Yep. One day my brother called and he's like, hey, come up here and go to work. And I said, I ain't gonna do that. And boy, it snowballed. And from there, it just moved on.
It kind of seems like in the world of owner-operators, or maybe just trucking in general, whether you're mechanicing or working across the parts counter or owning and driving them, it's almost always generational. I'm doing it because my uncle and my dad and my great uncle and my neighbor and my cousins are all in trucking. So once that diesel gets a hold on you, you're kind of there. But you know what? People say, oh, I don't want my kid to grow up and get in the trucking business or be a driver. But you know, all in all, it's a good industry, and there's a lot of really good, solid people. Now, there's a lot of bandits out there, but you learn to pick them out of the crowd pretty quick. So there's still a brotherhood amongst owner-operators and kind of a mutual respect, and kind of the guys we run around with and talk to on a monthly, daily. So that's cool. I know we got a hold of your truck and did a little work for you. Let's see, it'd be, what, a year and a half ago? When you were tentatively, we were all trying to beat that deadline for Louisville Truck Show 2020. And I think we did it.
It worked out. There was a lot of people that came through last minute, and it all fell together in time, and then...
Here come the COVID. Not only wrecked our year, but it certainly put the brakes on the Mid-America Truck Show. But I love what you have done here. When we first saw the truck, of course you ordered it new, and it come in with a 42-inch bunk on it. And you had the vision to get a hold of an old Arrow 1, like you've got here, and put on it, unibuilted the whole, and kind of went to that throwback. Look, tell me the whole story, because that's what I assumed.
The whole story was the truck was pre-ordered. Kyle had ordered the truck. And he had the first, hey, bub, come check this out. I had no intentions of buying another truck at the time. Threw the build sheet down, and he's like, take a look at this. And I'm like, oh, man, that's going to be cool. And then he kind of did one of the, let's go to the barn. And we walked out to the barn, and he had this bunk there. And then I was just like, whoa. This is going to be great. And Kyle and Sid and Jimmy, all those guys over there, everybody that we've ran into has pitched in. It just kind of all fell together.
I really dig. I always gravitate towards the vintage 80s, 90s kind of retro look. You know, not to say that, you know, the 320-inch wheelbase, all Viper red, all bright orange, slammed on the ground, aren't cool, man. I love most of those looks. And then you get into the guys that are real exotic, you know, the big heavy fenders and multicolored loud stripes and really over-the-top interiors. They're all pretty cool. You know, it's not exactly my flair, but there's a lot of cool trucks out there. But this is a winning theme. I mean, who out there doesn't like an 80s, 90s? This reminds me, if I just walk up to it, like the pre-Aero cab era, like that 90, 92 with the stand-up Aero 1 bunk, the separate cab and sleeper. Really like the direction you went with it. How about we'll just head up front and we'll kind of walk around it together and show me some of your favorite parts of the truck.
Well, I'll stop you. This is one of my coolest things. I just really dig them fuel caps. My kid and I, we was talking about getting fuel caps, and we decided to go with that. And yeah,
that's a lifetime, just a slide over cover. Yeah, everything that JR and the gang makes up there, Cadillac quality. Very nice. Of course, you got the Kenworth cap here, and I think they make the same thing for the Peterbilts.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now these wide straps here were factory, right?
They were.
Yeah. Kenworth's, I think, the only manufacturer you can get the wide straps.
Yep. The depth cover, that's a Dynaflex product. It's all through AK Light.
Yep.
PDI cap. Dynaflex does the pipes and the steps.
7-inch?
Those are 7s, yes sir.
Yep.
The big strapper step pad. Chase Shivers was really nice. I ran these on my last silver Kenworth. He wanted to make some for the back of the breathers.
Yeah.
And I was fortunate enough to get some of them, and he sent them up. He says, how do they fit?
They look
and
great.
They fit like a glove.
You know, so many of the Kenworth off-the-shelf air cleaner lights are made to mount out here in the middle.
Right.
I really dig it when guys move them to the inside, kind of where they belong.
Right.
Yeah, this is a cool piece too.
Yeah, so that's actually from Brunner's. All Metals was making them, and then they stopped making them, and we got a hold of Chase over at Brunner's, and he was able to make us some up.
Very cool. Cabin sleeper panels, you had those custom made specifically for the truck?
Yes, sir. Fletcher's Truck Repair, Lancaster. He's also the guy that bags our front ends. We run, I believe we have 6 of them now that we use. Yeah. And they've been a really good product to us.
I always kind of like, there again, the throwback when instead of guys, some have a tendency, you know, instead of having a 4-inch panel, they want a 7 or even a 9. I sort of like going the other way with a little like 2-inch panel.
Well, Brian, the main reason we did that, I wanted more of an underglow. So we put 4-inch LEDs up underneath.
Oh, yeah.
And then whenever we did that, we boxed this in on stainless steel also. So the reflection off of the tanks and the depth cover comes back up. You don't see any of the dirt, any of the grime. It's just all shine.
Very cool.
It's a very nice glow.
Yeah.
But if we went with the really long ones, it was gonna, you know, we just wanted the small. Yeah.
Yeah. Just a hunch. I don't know. I mean, you said it was lowered.
Just a hair.
This isn't factory?
No, actually, that's just a tad on the low side.
I mean, that thing is on the ground.
Yeah.
And you said some boys back in PA helped you with that?
No, sir, Lancaster, California.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah.
I heard Lancaster.
Yep. No,
not Lancaster, but Lancaster.
Right.
And I thought it was this way.
No, the other one, the left coast.
Okay.
Them guys at Fletcher's Diesel,
nice. Okay.
They do a lot of nice stuff.
Man, it gives it the stance.
Yeah,
it's very cool.
And the ride too. There's no bump steer. There's no nothing.
Yeah. You mind if we pop the hood and kind of show folks what you've done?
For sure.
Let me get the other side here.
Okay.
So come on up here, Mr. Camera Operator Man, and take a look. Yeah, so custom airbag on the front. Did you have to de-arch your springs, or did
Yes.
Okay.
So Mike de-arches the springs, and it's actually Jeff that does a lot of the fabrication back here. He de-arches them, has them painted, sets them all back in. He runs all of the airlines and everything back here, makes it, you know, simple and clean, and he keeps it easy.
Yeah.
Something cool that we had done also, you guys are real big with roll-on customs, Amy and Brandon. They made us these oil caps, had them matched out to make, stamped out.
Really nice.
Yeah. And we run their frame lights also that are second to none.
They may also make primo stuff.
Yes.
Like if you want the best, their name's going to come up in the conversation.
Yes.
For
yes,
sure.
they do.
Yeah. Lifetime center caps here?
Yes, sir.
Yep. Looking good.
Those are the ones.
Thanks for showing it off. We'll go ahead and put the hood back down. Valley chrome front bumper?
Yes, sir. 20-inch Valley blind mount, hand rolled. Something we just did through this Sandstorm that we just got everything repaired from. I had Lloyd over at MHC, and he painted the grill insert. We went to a single bar.
Yeah.
It's kind of growing on me.
Something different. You know, everybody wants to get the 7 bars, the 5 bars, but I kind of dig that, especially the way you got your cab lights. Most of them pulled together in the middle. That really works with it.
We're trying it. I still have the other 6 just in case, but yeah.
For those of you that didn't pick up on that, it was just a few months ago that Tony was in a horrific sandstorm out in California, right?
Yes, sir, Newberry Springs.
And did a lot of damage to the truck. Basically, sandblasted the whole truck to the point that it warranted running it through insurance and changing out a bunch of parts and even doing some paint work. So pretty big deal here lately.
Yeah, it was a mess. There was a couple of us that were in it, and they all equally got it.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about the small visor. I mean, that really helps the throwback retro look.
Yeah, we wanted, It's the same visor that I had on my other one. It's a 7.5.5 drop. RLK Customs threw it out for us. I don't care for the way down gangster. You know, guys still run them, guys love them. That's great. I've had them in the past, but I just didn't want that. I wanted simple and clean and laid back.
Well, that's how it was in the 70s and 80s. I think it's a good choice.
Yeah, I appreciate it. We're trying.
Yeah. Slip covers, are these factory?
No, it's aftermarket also.
Big slide-on cover. It really works good with the 7-inch pipes.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it all flows together really nice. We're very, very happy with it.
Step plates.
Yep.
Looks super.
They're just an adhesive style on. They go right on and they're done.
Oh, really? They're not like drilled and bolted?
They're not drilled and bolted at all. And you better have them set whenever you get them on there.
Because it's sticking.
They're done.
Yeah.
That's it.
I had no idea. Most of them we sell, you got to drill and stick, or drill and bolt down. Upgraded, got the, even though it's an Aero 1, it's got, at least got the late model
That's a great conversation piece. We'll just jump into that.
I was kind of involved in these doors somehow.
Yes, you were. I thank you for that. But the amount of flack that I catch for putting bunk windows.
Oh, come on.
Oh, boy. I get guys leave stick-em notes on the side of my truck at night. Wrong windows.
They're passionate about your truck.
Oh, man. It's insane. Insane. But I wouldn't trade it in. I'm kind of a heavy boy, and in the summertime, I like to feel the breeze.
Yeah, see the sunlight.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so come through the front windows, come through the side windows.
Right.
It seemed like, of course, this bunk had the old style doors on it.
It did.
So somehow we did an old switcheroo.
We did.
I ended up with those, you ended up with these, and it took me a long time to figure it out, but I think I might still have a door over there that came off your original bunk.
You may have not got a not so new bunk door on your brand new sleeper. I don't know.
Right.
But what are you know, between friends, what's a bunk door?
Oh yeah. Water under the bridge.
Right.
Now I know when you get back here in the frame, Cody and the boys in our fab shop had a hand in doing this.
Yes, sir.
And it's truly, it's a one-off frame cover.
It was, I wanted an in-frame toolbox. I didn't know how bad I wanted an in-frame toolbox until I have one, and now I don't think I would ever want to be without it. The amount of storage and the ability to just throw stuff in there and have it land and not even care is great.
That's a ton of storage.
Yeah.
And I know yours was one of the first ones. He actually put this accent piece on and put the rivet lines in it. And I mean, with the truck, it works. And I don't know that I've seen it more than 2 or 3 times.
Whenever he called and told me what he was doing, I was kind of scratching my head going, boy, but then whenever it showed up, I was tickled to death with it. And he actually carried it all the way through the back. He recently just rebuilt the rear panel. It was all stainless before, and now it has the same aluminum rivet line around it, and it really carried through nice.
Yeah. The airline, the trough box up there is one-off custom with the V shape.
Yep, that was
very cool.
Cody and Force deal also.
Yeah. The diamond windows.
Yeah, the diamond window story goes, we had a set in my last truck. Boy, I dug them. I thought they were great, and we wanted to put a set in here. We got another set, and as soon as we got those in, it seemed like, boy, you could catch them everywhere. They're everywhere. But yeah, they're just kind of a neat little touch.
It goes with the look. The fuel tank filler panel down below.
That was done here also.
Yep. It's definitely not an off-the-shelf generic fit-all. It's made exclusively for this truck. And then the billet frame lights. Those are those roll-ons?
Yes, they are. Brandon and Amy again.
Yeah.
Get back here to these fenders. These are from, however you want to say it today, Hogue built, Hodge built.
Hodge built, Hoagie built.
Yeah, we've heard it all.
I think we'll go with the correct name, Hogue built.
There you go.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a lesson, because I sure didn't know that. But we wanted to tighten it up. One of my biggest beefs was I didn't care for my old flap hangers. The way that the frame and the cross members and everything worked on it, I couldn't find a flap hanger that fit, that looked right. So we got to thinking this would eliminate all of that, keep it clean, and just really tie everything together, and that's what we wanted.
We sell a lot of Hogue built product. I mean, it's the best in the business. We don't especially sell a lot of the full fenders. They call these like a flange style, a flanged full fender. But this here not only adds a lot of class and style, it does make them a lot stronger.
Oh yeah.
This is a lot less apt to ever crack than just your traditional one.
Yep.
You know, so those look super sharp. I like the hidden brackets, of course.
Yep.
Are these T-cane hub covers?
Yes, they are.
Can't beat them.
No.
You know?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I'm surprised you don't see more people selling those. Like, I have people from all over the country call us like we're one of few places that have them, but they make an awesome product.
Just not a lot of guys want to buy them.
Yeah.
They're
pricey.
They are, but once you get them on,
you're done.
You're done.
That's 10 years.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. 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 It's much like the roll-on and some other things you've mentioned here. Yeah.
And that's
you can buy it once every 10 years or once every 10 months.
Boy, that's not kidding.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm tickled to death with those. My good friend Ron, he was always hammering me about, you got to get T-canes, you got to get T-canes. And boy, whenever we did it, he was sure right.
We were turned on to T-canes by Randy Humphrey.
No kidding.
Yep.
Right on.
He even handed us the phone number, and he said, you need to carry these, and by the way, get me 4 of them when you place your first order.
Did he say, yeah, man, that's the guy.
That's it. So coming on around, a lot of custom fab work here by Cody and the boys. This is the center panel that Tony mentioned. This was the very first truck that Cody made panels for and kind of indented the diamond in there to complement the back of the sleeper. So he was so proud of that when he pulled that off.
We were proud whenever it came out. It really looked great.
Yeah, a lot of trial and error. There was a pile of these in the floor.
Oh, no kidding.
That did not work out. But once he got it, it was right. I think we've got yours and one other one is all we've done.
I was tickled to death with that, and we get a lot of compliments on it everywhere. Yep. It's one of those subtle things that it's not in your face, but whenever you catch it, you're like, man, that's kind of neat. Yeah,
that's classy. Yeah, got the recessed custom airline box back here, so you can pull trailers equipped either way.
Yep.
I noticed we got the laser cut Fleenor Brothers here, and then another really cool feature is right ahead of the airline box at the bottom of the bunk. Attention to detail.
But what happened was, from right at that rivet line this way, we didn't have anything in there. That filler panel wasn't there. I'm like, man,
there's a gap there we got to fill.
I want that filled up.
Yeah.
We've come this far. It's a rigid mount bunk. It doesn't have to move. Let's go. We're here. You know, if you're going to slay dragons, get out there and slay dragons.
So what is the wheelbase on the truck?
This tractor's just a 291.
291.
Yep.
And you're like, is that a 565 Cummins or?
565.
Yep. 18 speed, I'm sure.
Yes, sir. 336.
336. So she scoots along pretty effortlessly.
It's pretty fun to go out west whenever you want to go out west.
Aluminum fifth wheel from the factory, of course.
Yes, sir.
True to Tony and Fleenor style, it's polished out.
We try.
Yeah, we try. Let's take a look at the inside before we split up here.
Be happy to do that.
All right, so we've moved inside the Kenworth, and wow. Dig the Seattle package, the button tuck. That's a Kenworth signature look. Sleeper boot cover. The seat skirts are even diamond out. Very cool. Two-tone custom upholstery on the seats. Tell me about some of your favorite stuff across here. Is that a Forever Sharp steering wheel?
Forever Sharp, yep.
Love the 3-spoke design. Very unique.
They're comfortable. And I like the deal, this ring's removable. You can put whatever color you're on there.
Yeah, if you want to mix it up, have a new truck this month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's handy. I mean, it fits good, sets good. Honestly, probably my favorite things on the interior, the pedals.
Yep.
Davis Brothers made us those.
Yep. Very cool.
They really done a nice job. I really I love the interior all the way around. Doug Moffitt here in town, local, he made us these seat skirts
covers,
to match everything around it. The Rockwood seat bases, the ability to get that seat back, holds all of this awesome back, gives you plenty of room to do what you got to do.
Yeah. It's no little thing, but your custom embroidery here, and these are pretty cool.
Yeah.
not anybody else has got these.
No, that's a little guy by the name of Omar, Ragman.
Yeah.
He's pretty handy at making some towels.
He's got some tight embroidery.
Yeah.
A lot of stitch work there.
Yeah, his machine is unreal.
Yeah. Logoed park knobs.
Yes, sir.
Logoed shifter knobs. Got the auxiliary shifter, which is super cool.
Yep. And it actually runs, everything's in one spot on this one. It runs your high and low and your splitters. No, it's not a true 6 and a 4. I do catch a little bit of flack.
Well, come on.
We were trying to go for the look.
Yeah, the old 5 and 4, 6 and 4 days are far behind us.
Right.
Yeah, far behind us. This is a way better setup.
I do like them guys that have the automatic, and then they put the shifter clear at the top.
Oh yeah,
I've seen pictures of that. I think
like on an auto shift type.
Oh
deal?
yeah.
I haven't seen that yet.
Oh, it's a good look.
Yeah?
I'll have to shoot you a picture.
That's a pretty unique concept. Yeah. Yeah. I
you,
have drove an auto shift truck once, and I got to tell you, after driving it all day, they're pretty darn nice.
Really?
Oh, being able to hold your coffee, come up through here, because it was an 18-speed.
Yeah.
And it worked pretty smooth. I'm not saying I would want to give up the traditional shifter, but it will spoil you. Pretty soon it's like, it's like driving your pickup,
I'm going to take your word for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the grab handles, Davis Brothers made us those. Same with on the doors.
Yep. They've got a connection for billet work, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, very, very slick.
And it's stout. It's not... You can buy it once and be done instead of every so often. We
were looking in the back earlier. You got that deluxe ultra premium Odyssey mattress.
That is the cat's meow.
We'll get nothing but compliments. People buy those, and then you see them a week later, and they're saying, "Why did I not do that 2 years ago?"
That first night out, I always used to hate it. You'd go home for a while, and the first night out, you wouldn't sleep. But boy, it's gone. All of that is gone.
We've already covered it. Obviously, this bunk is much older than the truck.
It is, yeah.
But the way you gutted it, reupholstered it, or did you? Is that stock?
Yeah, that's original.
So you made the cab match that?
Yep. Travis at 2Bs gutted everything up here, pulled out the original maroon.
It's in amazing condition.
Yeah,
the upholstery.
It cleaned up insane.
Yes, it
did. Really insane.
Yeah.
Whenever you put the big hole in it, you always end up with, what am I going to do with this?
Yeah.
He just made us some simple skirts, laid it over, and boy, is it ever nice.
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming, like every Kenworth we've ever opened up the hole on, I mean, this is really a Peterbilt, Unibuilt ring.
It is.
So when you put that big ring in the back of a Kenworth cab, you're dang near out to the far edge of the corner. So it does cause some decisions to be made around the closets.
Yep.
But man, you guys made it work. It looks great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We're tickled to death. So these are Sears seats. So your stock seats, they're up about another 8 inches. He was able to cut them down, reupholster, get everything to match nice. And I've never had low base seats until now. And I don't know if I'll ever go back to a high one again.
Yep.
I like the way that it hits right in my shoulders.
Once you get used to it, at first maybe it's a little awkward for like that first 3 hours, but then you're hooked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. They just sit right. You can put a little bit of air in them and still be where you need to be. Yeah. Yeah.
Like you're kind of still shoulder height though.
Well, yeah. I'm not 7 foot tall like
still
you.
growing.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll grow up someday. Never.
Never. No. Hey, here's something fun too.
Yeah.
On this shifter kit that we got, this actually had 2 rings on it.
Okay.
And Cody got real ambitious one day.
Made you a one-piece.
Made me a one-piece. So
I like that.
I'm really happy with that also.
Yeah. And I'm sure you're not done yet. You've got other probably ideas for little stuff. Little enhancements.
I'm done.
You're done.
I am.
It's time to just truck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Enjoy it. Like I've never really been to that point, and I really feel there ain't anything else that I really want to do to it.
Well, I guess you kind of got a little bit of a second facelift with that Sandstorm and getting a little paint work freshened up, a little bit of the chrome changed out, so you're like ready for the spring fever.
We are ready, and it's kind of a bummer because we're a shade behind getting to where
it's so busy. Yeah.
Man, it's nuts.
Right now, it's just awful hard to take off work because there's so much work that needs done.
And you don't know when it's going to stop.
Yeah.
That's my biggest thing.
Get it while the getting's good.
Yeah, man.
That's what Dad said.
Right. He wasn't wrong.
Yeah.
He wasn't wrong.
Tony, I want to thank you for coming into Joplin and spending an hour and a half with us. I know you got to get across town, get loaded, and get headed back east, but it's always good to see you. Cool truck. Thanks for letting us have a hand in helping you bring it to what it is today. You're a good dude, a lot of fun, a great customer. Have a good day, man.
Yes, sir. You guys take care.
We'll see you next time.